Neverness to Everness have made a tweet stating after the release of the announcement trailer and gameplay trailer, we received a lot of feedback from players worldwide. We saw comments like, the design is exactly what I want, and this gameplay will definitely be fun, as well as longer suggestions saying this part of the design needs more refinement. That was something I said. I said the character models needed a lot of improvement. I thought the character models didn't really look very good, and I thought the combat animations, the running animations needed a lot of improvement, but outside that, I thought the game actually looked very good. The design would be even better if done differently. All this feedback is very valuable to us, and we appreciate every player who watched our announcement trailer and gameplay trailer, which, you know, chat, was me. We look forward to working with you, Stix, and other content creators to build an ongoing dialogue that will make the game better. This was something that they also plan on doing, working with other content creators to help potentially make the game better. We thank you for your attention and support to Never and Everness. We'd like to take this opportunity to talk more about the game and share some of our future plans with you. Here they have a few little graphics depicting a few of the things that they've heard and a few of the things that are changing. We're gonna go ahead and cover all of that. This is big. It is very important to note that they seem to be communicating with their community, which is imperative to the game's success. Going silent, disregarding the complaints, the feedback, the criticisms of your community is a sign of failure. Starting with optimization. After watching the trailer, I'm very excited, but also worried about optimization using Unreal Engine 5. I also heard that complaint. Will the game be well optimized, especially for mobile play? Optimization for multi-platform play is a key focus. We've received your concerns about mobile adaptation. Rest assured, we'll do our best to ensure a smooth experience on mobile and cloud platforms, minimizing the quality gap with other platforms. They've stated mobile here. They didn't state optimizations for PC or PlayStation, but I'm sure they are working on that. The UI doesn't seem to match the art style of the open world. It needs optimization. We have received feedback that the current UI does not match the game's tone. Comprehensive optimization of the UI system has been added to our list of improvements. It's good. I actually thought the UI was okay. They didn't really delve too deeply into the UI. Nevertheless, it is worth noting that improvements made are always good to hear. The action system still lacks polish, especially the running animations. That is literally what I stated. If you guys watched my reaction, you will remember that one of the few issues that I found with the game repeatedly were the animations when it came to running. I thought they looked very clunky. I thought seeing the character's upper body remain completely still and then have the arms just fling from side to side looked very clunky, and I had immediately noted that they needed to fix that. That seems to be something that they have actually pointed out they are improving. We've seen a lot of feedback from players about the lack of smoothness in character movement, such as running and getting in and out of vehicles. We have already started further polishing the details of the action system, which is another thing I noted. The combat animation specifically looked quite poor. I said the animations for combat in Wuwa look better, Zenless look better, and even in Tower Fantasy look better. The details of the action system to bring everyone a better exploration experience. That is good to hear. The biggest shortcoming in the trailer seems to be the combat. Again, that is something that I addressed, I pointed out. Targeting, interactions, and other aspects are lacking. As a supernatural world, combat based on Esper abilities and anomalies is a crucial aspect for us. We have received and carefully summarized your feedback on combat interactions, targeting, effects, and other optimization suggestions based on the trailer. We are currently working hard on these optimizations, so please rest assured. That is good to know. Once again, combat is going to be an important part of the game. It is imperative that they take a lot of time to refine everything. Okay, hear me out. There are already a lot of action gacha games out there. Genshin with its elemental reaction system, Zenless, Wuwa, Azure Pamelia is coming, Project Mugen's coming, Arknight's Enfield's coming. There are so many incredible action games out there that have actually exhibited a great action combat system just purely in the trailers. The combat we saw, the action combat we saw in Neverness to Everness probably looks the worst out of all of them. So it is great to hear they are focusing on the action and the combat system, because this is going to make or break their game, at least in my opinion. Before we talk about anything else, I want to take a moment to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough for the support. Now let's keep going. But again, the running animations and the combat were the only 2 points that I had. Oh, and the character models. There were the 3 things I felt needed a lot of work. They've addressed 2 of them so far. which is fantastic to hear for me. Kudo levels of feedback reception, I do hope that that's the case. I hope they take into consideration just like Kudo does. Credibility of the single take PV. The gameplay trailer promises a lot, but I want to know, can the game really be played seamlessly from start to finish? We can assure you that the current content we have developed, including most of the gameplay shown in the trailer, can be experienced seamlessly. That is great to hear, but they do state the current content we have developed, including most of the gameplay, not all of the gameplay, and not future content. There are indeed a few story-driven gameplay segments that require loading screens. Objectively speaking, 100% seamless loading presents various challenges in game development, but striving towards this goal, ensuring an uninterrupted, smooth gameplay or gaming experience will always be a top priority in our development process. It's great to hear. Okay, character design and model quality. That is another thing I touched on in my reaction. The characters shown in the trailer do not appeal to me, and the models seem quite average. That is literally what I stated. We have received a lot of suggestions from players regarding character design and model quality, and we have taken them to heart. We are currently working on a series of optimizations for character rendering and design. We will also be introducing more new characters soon, and we welcome your continued valuable suggestions and feedback. Who gave that feedback? It's very promising. It is. With vehicle customization, there must be racing, right? Oh, multiplayer online gameplay, multiplayer online racing. That'd be sick. Rest assured, the urban open world gameplay of Neverness to Everness will not be limited to what was shown in the trailer. We can reveal a little bit. Both the vehicle and housing systems will have online multiplayer modes in future versions, and related user-generated content gameplay is already in the planning stages. User-generated content with regards to multiplayer play with regards to vehicle and housing systems. Okay. It could be cool. I'm very interested in the open world gameplay, but the story shouldn't be lacking. A Tower Fantasy story was dog shit. So I'm hoping that they've learned from that and actually improved the story with this. I have very high expectations here. I'm interested in the open world gameplay, but the story shouldn't be lacking. And a crucial question, can the story be skipped? To make sure to note that. Can the story be skipped? To avoid spoilers, we'll keep the story details under wraps. However, we can assure you that the tone of our story is humorous, lighthearted, and whimsical, just as defined in the game introduction, a lighthearted comedy. So kind of like Zenless, I guess. We aim to bring you an enjoyable, anomalous adventure, and as far as important question everyone is concerned about, rest assured, the story can be skipped. Fantastic, because most people are going to want to. I mean, it's a gacha game. When don't gacha gamers want to skip the story so we can get directly to the good point, the good part, which is the combat, the world exploration, and like apparently in this game also the racing. They're now officially better than Hoyo. Skip button goes burr. Yes, exactly. Skip button is important. Testing schedule. I think this is probably the most important thing here. Closed beta testing. The first impression is great, but you won't go silent after releasing the trailer. But oh, here's a shot at Project Mugen. You're not gonna go silent after releasing your trailer, right? Like Project Mugen did for a year. Don't make us wait. Regarding the next steps for the game, we actually included a small Easter egg in the announcement trailer, which many players have noticed. Neverness to Everness will make its first offline exhibition appearance in September. Look forward to meeting you soon and bringing more exciting new content. Cool, dude, if you want to fly me out there, I'll be more than happy to take a first-hand look at the game. I would love to. Open world settings. I know there was no combat in the city shown in the trailer. Does this mean that all battles in the game are triggered in the inner world? About this question, you might have also noticed from the game introduction that this is a world where humans and supernatural beings are inseparable. The anomaly space shown in the trailer is just a specific rule set of that particular anomaly. There are many other anomalies with different rules that could be encountered and fought in the open world. Okay, cool. Thank you all for listening to us talk about so much. We have always hoped to bring more great ideas to life in the game, making NTE the game you want it to be. We'll also soon bring a version that you can experience firsthand. Soon, chat. It's coming soon. A test phase soon. Okay. Welcome everyone to pre-register and follow NTE on all of your social media to avoid missing out on updates and upcoming milestones. Forward to seeing you again in September. That is good to hear. Excited. I think them listening to player feedback, content creator feedback, addressing issues, making sufficient, adequate changes to the game to make sure players enjoy it is a fantastic direction. I think remaining communicative with their players is another plus, another win. I just hope, again, since this is Hotta, this is the team behind Tower Fantasy, they don't fall into the same trappings that Tower Fantasy fell into, and they actually do listen, and they actually do succeed. That's my hope. It's my genuine hope.